Hello, 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 hello. I came on a little earlier, 5 minutes before my set time, since I had the time and I was able to get away a little earlier. Thank you so much for joining. I thank you all so much for joining, inviting your followers and your friends. I apologize for not being able to scope on last week. I was actually sick. So I apologize I wasn't able to scope, but I am back and feeling better. So I just wanted to encourage you all on today. I will let you know that the quick scopes that I'll probably be doing for the next few weeks are going to be based off of different things that I've been seeing in regards to the Olympics and how we can apply different tactics, ideas, thought processes, even to our individual lives. So I thank you all so much for joining and already releasing the hearts and inviting your followers and your friends. Thank you so very much. As you can see, the title of today's scope is There is Room. There is room. And the interesting thing about watching the Olympics is we have learned greetings. We have learned about people who have been in the background practicing, training, who 3 weeks ago we didn't know their names, we didn't know what they looked like, and we didn't even know they existed. But based on the platform of the Olympics, it shows that there is room. I mean, people have gotten endorsements, people have gotten national exposure. I mean, the platforms are being established for them because there is room. A lot of times when we look at our lives, when we look at our skills, when we look at our makeup, we sometimes can limit our platforms to the church we go to or the organizations that we're a part of. And if we don't see a space for us there, we feel as though there is no place for us. But think about the Olympics. Most of these people have been training for years for something that wasn't going to happen till years later. But when the opportunity presented itself, it didn't just lead them to an opportunity. It showed them that there was room for them. There was room for their skill. There was room for their talent. There was room for their ability. And they've got golds, they've got silvers, they've got bronze medals to show that all of their effort, all of their hard work, all of their training, it was not in vain, but it was to be seen at a set time. So sometimes we can be discouraged and it's like, I'm doing all this studying, I'm implementing all of these things, and I don't see when it will benefit me. Well, you have people who have been training for the Olympics, some of them 10 years, 8 years, whatever the time frame was. And they easily could have stopped, but they saw something at the end that kept them going. And I've cried. I've just been so emotional watching these Olympics, and it's just showing me that there is room. The platforms that are being erected for many of the people who are winning these medals, those platforms were already there, but they did not present themselves until this time. In Proverbs 18:16, it says, "A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men." My encouragement for you today is to keep doing what you've been doing because there is room. We have people who come from all over the world who now have access, they have endorsements, they have followers, they're being blown up on all social media. And 3 weeks ago, we were clueless. We were clueless to who a lot of them were. But when their time came, it shows us that when your time comes, there is room. Some things are just in waiting. Some things are just in hiding for us to be fully prepared to handle everything that comes with the promotion, that comes with the levels. But know that what you do in secret, your study, your diligence, your commitment to God, you're living holy, you're living pure, you're living consecrated, you're living set apart. There comes a time when the room will be made, the platform will be set, and all you have to do is step on it. Seriously, I mean, the gun said go, and they showed themselves strong. They did, they accomplished, and now they're being raised up in so many different ways. But as I was watching the Olympics, it just shows me the kingdom. There are so many different ways that God can raise you up. He doesn't just raise us up. Everyone's platform isn't in the church. Everyone's platform isn't to be a fivefold ministry gift. But the Olympics, if you look at it, there are so many sports. Like I even saw, what was it? Oh goodness, what was it? It was the trampoline. The trampoline is a sport. So think of the different sports that we're witnessing people receive awards for and receive medals for in the Olympics. Think of those as different mountains in the kingdom that you can be used, to give God glory, to bring exposure, to establish the kingdom. There's so many different sports that we don't even understand what type of skill set it takes, to play many of these sports. But the people who were diligent in learning these sports, preparing their bodies for these sports, they're now being recognized, and their gift has made room for them. So I have a few more things that I'm going to share. I don't want to do it all in this one scope, but I just wanted to encourage many of you on today to know that there is room. I think many times we limit our opportunities or what we consider to be positions that we may have based on what we see and based on where we are and based on who we're connected to. But as a child, there was a song that we used to sing about how he's got the whole world in his hands. And if he has the whole world in his hands, you have access to that. So don't limit your room to what you see. Your room may be in a place you've never been before, a city you've never been before, a country you've never been before. He can raise you up in a company you've never heard of before. Don't put a box on where the room is. Just trust, believe, and confess that your gift will make room for you and will bring you before great men. I pray that this quick scope, encouraged you all on today. I will be back on Wednesday because I've been just jotting down different things that I've been getting as I've been watching the Olympics, because that's the first thing that I got. There is room. There is room. And the enemy, you can't use your gift here. There is so much room in the earth. There are so many platforms, but many times they can't show themselves until we're ready. That way we can handle them properly. Okay, I'm so happy that you all could join me on today for first timers. I'm so thankful that you took the time out to watch this Periscope. I'm going to go because it is like 102 degrees in California. But I apologize for not being able to scope on last week, but I will be back to my regularly scheduled program, which is Quickscopes on Mondays and Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much. And on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I do my standard teaching. You all be blessed.